Good morning, everybody. My name is Stanley.
And my name is Jenny Perez.
One more time, welcome to our annual Leadership Conference 2013. And it's a pleasure for us to have you again with us today, to have a more productive day and have fun again.
Today, as yesterday, we're going to learn many special things. Yesterday, we were listening to very good topics, and also we were learning about the projects that the students want to develop when they go back. Those community action plans are related to topics like education and also things like environment. Every city student has a community action plan that is going to develop after in their communities when we go back to our countries.
So before we start today, let me say thanks to our guests, Dr. Alberto Miller, Claudia Bibi, Laura Davis, Mrs. Jenny, and Mr. Fralick.
Please give them a hand. Now we're going to start with the first topic for today, that is time management. This topic is going to be given by two wonderful girls that come from Mexico. Her names are Erika Pedraza and Karen Gonzalez. Erika Pedraza comes from the municipality of Querétaro. She started her bachelor in COVAC number 10 when she studied about business development. Also, she has worked in some projects in her community about recycling, and she has helped in rural hospitals and also the authorities of her community. Nowadays, she is planning her community action plans when she returns to Mexico. Karen, she studied tourism at CETIS 142 High School, and she has participated in many different organizations also related with recycling. As well, she has participated in folkloric groups called Imari. Nowadays, both of them are studying medium business at Broome Community College. Please help me welcome Karen and Erika.
Nowadays, time is one of the most important tools in our daily life. However, many people don't take care about their time, or some of them don't know how to manage their time. Time management is essential to develop many activities, and those activities will be accomplished depending how we can manage our time. But what time management is? Time management is the predictable control an individual can exercise over a series of events. In other words, it allows take control over our time. There are two kinds of time. Fast time, when we enjoy the activities that we are doing, and slow time, when we bored of the activities that we are doing and we have a bad time. Time management, as I told you before, is one of the most important tools. But what benefits time management? What benefits time management bring to us? We are more productive. If we control our time, we can do more things that we usually do. So it's very important try to control our time. We reduce our stress. If we control the activities that we are going to do, we will keep away the stress for us. We improve our self-esteem. Why we improve our self-esteem? This is very important because when we develop our activities, we can do more activities that we really like to do. So we have to take care about our time. We achieve balance in our life. As I told you, if we develop the activities that we are going to do, we will have time to take care of ourselves. We avoid meltdowns. Sometimes when we have a lot of things to do, we get confused about the things that we are doing. So it's very important try to keep a schedule of the activities that we are going to do. We feel more confident in our ability to get things done. If we schedule our activities, we will be able to finish them before, and we can take our time for our activities that we really enjoy. We reach our goal. When we control all the activities that we have to do, we can get our goal easily. That means we can take the free time that we have to do our hobbies or other things that we want to do.
Time management principles. Time management is identified by 4 ways, note and checklist, that are the recognition of the demand in energy and time. We have a second, calendars and appointment books. There is scheduling some focus for the future. Prioritization is the principal things that we have to manage first of all. Self-management is not just to manage our time. First of all, we have to manage ourselves. We have to control we have to have in control all the things that we have to do. We have the spend time matrix. It is a chart that shows us what are the important and not important things. All the subjects that we have to avoid, we have to follow. For example, in the important things we have firefighting, that are the things urgently that we have to manage. For example, we have crisis, pressing problems, deadline, and driving projects. We have some activities that we have to manage. For example, we have the stress and burnout. We have to take care about those things because they avoid that we continue with our activities. We have some that are important but are not urgent, like quality time. Those things we have to focus the point and the right way we're gonna go. For example, we have prevention, improvement, recognizing new opportunities, relationship building, and the recreation and relaxation. We have we can do something that can help us. We have to have the vision in the way that we're gonna go. We can have some ideas what will be our plans, and the not important things and are the subjects that we have to avoid because they affect our activities and all our schedule that we have during our days. Some of them are interruptions, some callers, emails, meeting, and presenting matters and sports. These kind of callers and emails are, for example, the advertising or some emails that we get in our emails that are used for the internet, not just for your job. You have to avoid or skip these kind of things to have more control in your time. Other thing is the time wasting that we have to avoid too. I think it is the most common problem in our life for manage our time, because we have, as we are young, we use a lot the internet, social media. For example, Facebook, YouTube videos that we have they attract our attention, and then we spend a lot of time in this kind of things. We have to avoid those kind of things because sometimes when I say when I arrived at home later after classes, I say, I'm gonna check my Facebook just 20 minutes. And I started checking my Facebook, and later, I see my clock, and I have 2 hours or 3 hours spent in the Facebook, and oh my goodness, I could do many things in this time. I didn't do anything.
Time as a commodity. Time is the most precious thing we have. Unfortunately, time we don't have other things in order to substitute the time. So it's very important take care about our time. Also, we have to know how are going to spend our time effectively, especially when we are working. We have to know where the hours are going, because if you don't know where the hours are going, you maybe spend the time in a bad way. So we have to keep in mind, try to schedule our activities, and we can spend our time effectively. Time is the most valuable resource. As I mentioned, unfortunately, time is not recyclable. That means we cannot turn back to do the things that we did. It cannot be stored up for use later. You know, if we spend our time in things that are not productive, we cannot report or use again the time that we waste doing those bad things. Time is totally perishable. That means it is limited. We don't have enough time. Maybe we have life, but we don't have enough time. As I mentioned before, many people don't know how to manage their time. However, we can follow these essential habits. Know where the hours are going. As I told you, we have to know in what activities we spend our time. This is the way that we are going to improve the way that we control our time. Keep focus on the end result. That means we have to keep in mind the goal that we pursue in order to manage our time. Work to define priorities. We have to be focused on the activities that we want to do. Schedule time for important issues. This is very important. Why is so important? Because you have to know which activities are more important than others. So it will be very helpful for us. Delay routine, task, and responsibility for them. For example, if we are working in a company, we have to know what activities we are going to do and what activities allows to other people. Take the stress out of work. Please, don't be the things as impossible. We need to try to do the best of us, and we will get better results. And the most important, the last one, but the most important, we have to keep applying these essential habits.
Manage time. We have some points very important that are the tools that are gonna help your managing. For example, we have things to do list. It's very important to have control during the day what you're gonna do. For example, if you have your classes and you have some homework, you can use a list. Which homework do you have to do today? It's just to make sure what are your time and what are your tasks that you have to do. Identify priorities. We have some focus on the long and short term. You have to focus first of all in the short term, because you don't wanna you don't gonna do something that you're gonna use in 2 months later, or later you're gonna do the thing that you're gonna use tomorrow. For example, if you have homework for the next month, you don't gonna start those first and later the homework that you have for tomorrow. Make a schedule. It is a very useful tool because I think everybody has a schedule for your classes, your job, and everything. It's very useful to make a schedule. It's something that going to help you to be organized with your days, with your tasks. Evaluate deviation. It's just to make a review in all your agendas, your calendar, your schedule, that you have already all the things that you have to do. Make sure that nothing is missing, because you can lose some appointment or a meeting or something important for your agenda or your schedule. Make a schedule. This is some instruction, I think, more for students, but also in your job you can use some of them. For example, we have here set up your semester calendar. Begin with blocking all class and lab times. Block all other set time obligations like church, work, meetings, and so on. Highlight exams, and project due dates. Sometimes we can use different colors to identify the tasks. We can use, for example, a yellow for meetings, and blue one for appointments, and pink for homework, so something like that. You can identify quickly what task you have to do today. Work, but for exam and papers, and map out story writing time. And also, don't forget to take a break once in a while. It's very important to take a rest, because you're gonna get stressed. Always we have this problem in our life, because we are just thinking what are the things that we have to do, and we don't make an action to make something better. Set goals. Make your goals specific and concrete. You have to choose the right way. To choose the way that you can do the things better, and you can make a plan. What are your activities? What are your tasks? What are your principal things you have to do? And you're gonna have control. You don't gonna get stressed if you have the right way to make the things. Set both long goals and short-term ones to support them. As I told you before, we have to take care about what the long and short-term goals. You have to control your time to do those goals possible. Sometimes we get worried about what things we have to do for the next month, for the 2 months more that we have. But we just think about the idea that what we wanna do. But first of all, you have to take control and write the things that you're gonna use in the moment. Set a guideline for your goals. Integrate your goals, school, personal, and career. Realize that goals change, but not which goals do. We change our goals, but you don't gonna let the other goals that you are doing now. You can change those, but you have to realize that you have to continue the other goals that you already had. We can choose and change or make better our decisions, our opportunities, to take advantage of all our opportunities that we have. But just to make control of yourself first of all, before to start to doing your things.
Time cluster. As you know, we sometimes spend time in things that we are not productive for us. For example, wasting your worry. For example, wasting in your worries. As Kika told you, many of us are worried about the things that we are going to do. However, we don't set up a plan to do. So don't be stressed and try to start with those activities that we need to do. Television, oh my gosh. Television is one of the most distractors that we have. When I was in Mexico, I spent a lot of time watching some TV shows, and today I see that life is not like this. I needed to do things that probably will be more productive for me. Video and computer games. I think all of you know this kind of stuff, especially because children are all the time playing games in the computer, or some of us, we are looking for distractor, but sometimes we can take advantages of our time. So don't do it. Internet time. How many of you research information in the internet? All of us. However, sometimes we find some distractor and we don't focus in the goal that we want to do. So please just go to the internet and search the information that is productive for us. Telephone chatter. So it's very important. Try to avoid this kind of activities, especially because we spend time and also we spend more money. Traffic and commuting. This is so important, especially for the people who live in big cities. Why? Sometimes they have their own cars, and they spend a lot of time in the traffic. So it's better if they take the bus in order to get work or get home. It's better, and they will be spent less time do it. Hobbies. As all of you know, some of us have hobbies. However, when we have a lot of things to do, we have to think in our priorities. Which one is most important, and which activities can wait. So hobbies, I think, can wait of our daily activities. Daydreaming. Sometimes we have a lot of things in mind, but we just think about them, and we don't establish a plan to do it. So instead to have a lot of dreams, start to do it. Meetings. Sometimes we have meetings, but sometimes they are not productive for us. So if we think that this meeting is not productive for us, we can skip it. Never do today what you can put off till tomorrow. It is basically procrastination. When I was in high school, I used to leave all my homework at the last moment, and this brought me a lot of health problems. Some form of procrastination are ignoring the task, hoping it will go away. Sometimes we hope that the homework that we have go away, but it is impossible. We have to do it. Underestimating how long it will take. Sometimes we think that we are going to spend less time, but when we start to do the things, we see difficult, and we spend more time that we thought that maybe it will be take. Overestimating your abilities and resources. This is other important thing. Telling yourself that poor performance is okay. Doing something else that isn't very important. As I told you, we have to be focused on the activities that will be productive for us. Believing that repeat minor delays won't hurt you. Talking about a hard job rather than doing it, as I told you before. Putting all the work on only one part of the task. Sometimes we have a lot of things to do. However, sometimes we focus using one homework. In my case, sometimes I focus in the hardest subject, and I don't take care about the other subject. And when I need to deliver the paper, sometimes I saw that I cannot spend time using in one subject, because we have all the subjects and we have to put the same effort in each one. Becoming paralyzed when having to make choice.
How to overcome procrastination? With the mental barrier in committing to paying on time. Set and keep deadlines. Organize a schedule plan. We have to take too much attention of that kind of things. We have to be organized to have our schedule, our agendas, and all the plan that we have to do. It's very important for our lives to manage our time. Divide a big job into smaller ones. You have not to do a small activity a huge problem. We have those kind of these concerns every day, because you have some homeworks or any project that we have, and we get worried about that, and we used to say, oh my God, I have too much homework, I have to do that, and we don't do anything to just start this activity. We just create a huge problem. Find a way to make a game of your work or make it fun. Sometimes it is very difficult, because we just get bored when we are doing our homework, because we just want to take a rest, to watch TV or to the Facebook or this kind of things. But we can, if you like your career or your homework that you are doing, they're gonna make better. You're gonna make those better. Reward yourself when you are done, and also learn to say no to time wasters. I think it is the first thing that we have to do to avoid the time wasters. Our first problem, I think, and I'm pretty sure that is Facebook, our first problem on time wasters for everybody, because we used to spend a lot of time on Facebook, and nowadays it's more common. It's more common to be on Facebook, because we miss our friends in our countries and our family and all that stuff. Take all time wasters. First, learn to recognize when you are wasting time. Sometimes people say to me, no, I'm not in Facebook, and they are posting things, they are giving likes to the picture, and they say to me, I'm not in Facebook, and they are there, they are losing time there. And decide when you need to do and care realistic do. Learn how to say no when you don't have time. We sometimes compromise ourselves in make many things when we can't do those kind of things. We say, if somebody asks for help, we say, yes, I can help you. But later, you're gonna say, oh no, I can't. Sorry, I can't. But it's better you say in the moment. If you don't have time, just say no. It's not bad thing if you say no. Learn to say, I can't talk right now. I'll get back to you. I think it's sometimes we don't feel well when we say, I can't talk right now, or I can't wait for you or something. But it's better to say the thing when we have to. Wasting time is often like or self-discipline. It is the right thing that is missing in ourselves, self-discipline. Because if we put our goal that what we wanna do, we can make it. But if you don't have discipline, you don't gonna do anything. Just ask yourself, do I really need to do this or not? This is the most important question, and that's all. The key is not spending time, but in investing. Stephen Covey.
Does anybody have any question or comment?
Thank you, girls, for the presentation how to manage time. So, my question is about talking about time management. In your personal opinion, what are the benefits that we can get using our time management?
First of all, if we establish our schedule, we can get better results, especially because all of us, I think we are busy. So if we establish those goals, we can also we keep far away of stress. So it's very important to manage the time. Also, another advantage that time management has is that probably if you have a lot of things to do and you don't take care about your time, you cannot do things that you really like. So it's better if you plan your activities in a way that you get the goal that you want.